What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? And today we are going to be reacting to Bleacher Report's prediction of the 2025 NBA All-Star class. So this was written by Preston Ellison. Shout out to who's ever been requesting this in the comments section below. So yeah, we're going to be reacting to this. And drop a like if you guys do enjoy these videos, and let me know anything else you guys want me to go over, react to, or just comment on in the comments section below. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's get way ahead of ourselves predicting the 2025 NBA All-Star class. So this was posted a couple months ago on February 14th of 2020. So maybe in 5 years we could react to this and see how close it was. So let's get into this. So number one, Bam Adebayo. So this is obviously not going to be from best players to worst, because I don't think this person thinks Bam would be the best player in the NBA in 2025, but he'll be 27 then. And yeah, I think I can say Bam Adebayo. He was an all-star this year. He was an all-star this year at 22 years old. So yeah, it's probably a given that he's going to be an all-star in 2025. Next player is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a pretty other notable one. I mean, or obvious one, I should say. There's going to be a lot of obvious ones on this list. I'm sure Shai, by 2025, will have at least one all-star under his belt. I think he should. Actually, in the Western Conference, it could be tough. So maybe he won't. Maybe he won't. Maybe he's going to be that guy on the cusp every year, kind of like how Devin Booker has been, or Mike Conley all those years. But Shai has been great so far. He's 21 years old. I think he should have a good chance at being on an all-star team by the year 2025. So we got Bam and Shai, depending which conference they're in. Both of them will probably still be on their team now, Thunder and the Heat. Giannis, pretty another given one. He'll be 30 years old, best player in the NBA, or best regular season player in the NBA. He's going to be a two-time MVP winner, so that is a good. There is definitely a great case that Giannis will be an all-star in 2025. So we have Bam, Shai, and we do have Yanis. Yeah, this one should be undebatable. I agree. Only in 2025 if he got hurt and missed some time. That's the only reason I could see him not being an all-star. Devin Booker, okay, he was a first-time all-star this year, I believe, right? He was a first-time, I believe he was a first-time all-star this year. So this might be his fifth or fourth all-star game by then. He'll be into his prime at 28 years old. And yeah, he wasn't going to make the all-star game this year if Damian Lillard didn't get hurt. So but I can see him definitely being an all-star, obviously, in 2025. Next player is Jalen Brown. He was a borderline all-star this year. I think some people thought he maybe deserved to get in, but he just missed out. If there was maybe 2 injuries, he would have got it. Maybe if there was 1 injury, he would have been the next guy in. But unfortunately, he did not make it this year. He'll be 28 then. He'll be into his prime years for the Celtics. And depending what team he's on, I'm sure he'll probably be on the Celtics in 2025. He will probably at least made 1 all-star game by then. Moving over to the next player is someone that has yet to make an all-star game, like Jalen Brown, and that is John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks, who had an incredible year this year. I thought he deserved a little bit more all-star love. I didn't think he deserved to get in, obviously, due to the team success, and they got 1 all-star, and I think that was enough for how bad the Hawks were in the first half of the year. And yeah, Collins is probably going to get a max deal this offseason or right before the deadline next year, before the 2017 draft class hits restricted free agency. So he'll be 27. I think that's another good one. John Collins could definitely get at least 1 all-star by 2025. Cade Cunningham. All right, cool. They threw some non-NBA players in. He was my pick to be the only non-NBA player currently to be a top 20 player in 2025. Apparently this dude is legit. I have watched a little bit of film on him. Nothing crazy, but he looks really good for somebody that's like 17, 18 years old. He's going to be at Oklahoma State next year, so we'll see kind of how he turns out there. I mean, the point guards that have been drafted recently that have been pretty high. I haven't really gone to top tier schools like LaMelo Ball overseas. You have Markelle Fultz was at Washington. Colin Sexton was at Alabama. So I think he could do some definitely impressive stuff next year at Oklahoma State. I'm sure they'll be fine. And he'll be 23 then, so he'll be a very young all-star. But I think it's cool that they put Cade Cunningham in. I'm with that. Anthony Davis, he'll be 31. He'll probably getting to the end of his career, his all-star days. Probably not if he's still in the Lakers, especially because they pretty much have the biggest fan base when it comes into voting these players. And so I'm sure he'll get love if he's just putting up 20 and 10 at the age of 31. He'll probably be an all-star as long as he's on the Lakers. Luka Doncic, another undebatable one. He will probably be, yeah, him and Yanis easiest to sell. He'll be 25 in 5 years. Mavericks fans, I hope they realize how good they have it. I really hope they do. As long as they keep this man happy, they're going to be good in watching a top 3 player in the NBA for the next 15 years. 15 years! I've seen 1 Knicks playoff series victory in the last 15 years. I've been about a basketball fan for 15 years, so that's how good you have it, Dallas fans. Definitely appreciate that, and do not take that for granted. So, Dante DiVincenzo. Okay. I don't know if I agree with this, but hey, why not have a little fun with this? I think that, okay, he is going to be their most controversial pick. All right, let's see what he says. So, for starters, the Bucks have outscored opponents by a staggering 16.3 points per 100 possessions with him on the floor. I think DiVincenzo's a good player, but I don't think that is mainly because of DiVincenzo. It's just the players he plays around in the system and how good they are with, like, just everybody on the floor. Like, they're a historic good team. He's done so much with opportunity, or he's done this without much opportunity with massive usage players like Yanis, Bledsoe, Middleton. His usage ranks in the 17th percentile, which is something to note, definitely, on the defensive side of things. I think he's definitely a good defender. And, you know what? It's a controversial pick. I like that. That is a little bit interesting. I wonder if they have guys like Kristaps, but if they don't have like Kristaps, but they have DiVincenzo, that could be interesting. Or somebody maybe like a Colin Sexton. Who do you think has a better chance of making an All-Star team, DiVincenzo or Sexton? I think that's a debate. I bet if I tweeted that out, everybody would say Sexton now, I think. So, interesting, definitely interesting. I really can't say he's wrong or anything. I don't know what it's going to be like in 2025. I'm not going to be that arrogant. Joel Embiid here, yes, just depending how healthy he is. So, he'll be 30 years old. Wow, Joel Embiid is still only 25. That is crazy how young he is and how much he's done in the NBA. And he's only missed his first 2 years. So, what, he's played 3 years so far? And he's been really good since entering the NBA. What, they beat the Heat in that series, then lost to Boston. They lost to Philly last year. And then this year, they kind of underachieved a little bit. So I think they had to face the 3-seeded Celtics in round 1. That would have been so much fun to watch. Next player, James Harden. He'll be 35. Okay. He will age like fine wine. Okay. That'll be interesting to see if a 35-year-old James Harden gets into the All-Star game. I mean, if this was predicting All-NBA, I think it would be a little bit more interesting because All-Star, he might not be a top 25 player in the NBA. It just he might be a top 40 player in the NBA, but be a top 25 most popular player in the NBA. That's how he could get in. So 35, possibly. Tyler Hero, okay, here's another, I guess, bold prediction, but he will be 25 then, so he'll be a lot better. So this will have 2 Heat players making it if they're still on the Heat, Hero and Bam Adebayo. If we had a tracking algorithm self-pride, Tyler Hero might headline this roster. I feel like when people are against me, Hero told Bleacher Report, pretty much whoever I'm going against, I feel like I'm just going to kill him. All right, maybe. That is a one that isn't definitely. Like, some of these are, like, definites, like Embiid, Yanis, Luka, probably Shea, Brown. But DiVincenzo and Hero, I don't think they're definites. Brandon Ingram, okay. Yeah, he'll be 27 years old. He was a first-time All-Star this year. Easy. That one, I think that's also another definite. He'll at least make, I think, 2 more All-Star appearances by 2025, unless he just doesn't gel with Zion. Maybe. So next player we have is Jonathan Isaac. Okay, that's somebody that I think needs to at least average 14 plus to get in there. He did average 12 and 7 this year. 2.5 blocks, 1.5 steals. He was going to be a top 5 defensive player of the year in the defensive player of the year voting, definitely. But unfortunately, he had a major injury. He's really fun to watch. So I think he definitely keeps developing. He can definitely be that. I don't think he's close to a Kevin Durant comp. I don't think he's going to be as good of an offensive player. But hey, I believe that John Hammond and Jeff Weltman have drafted Siakam, Yanis, and now they've drafted Isaac, and they kind of see that same trajectory for Jonathan Isaac. So let's move on here to Nicole, or maybe they didn't draft Siakam, but definitely they drafted Yanis. So yeah, ignore what I said about Siakam, but I think people could say that he kind of reminds them of Siakam now. Jokic, yeah, he'll be only 29 years old. He's been an All-Star the last couple years. That one's another kind of given. He's just a freak, and he's just such an interesting player to watch. He's so entertaining. Ja Morant, yeah, he'll be 25 years old. He definitely got some All-Star votes this year. He was close because he was helping the Grizzlies be an 8th seed, so you can definitely see that. So we have 7 players left. I'm going to try to guess all 7 that I think could be that haven't been mentioned. So let's see. I'm going to forget somebody. Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, Trae Young, Ben Simmons, and then we would have 2 more here. Zion, and then 1 more here that De'Aaron Fox or Mitchell. Okay, we'll say Donovan Mitchell. So those are my 7. Let's see if those are the 7 that make it here. So the next one is Ben Simmons. Okay, that was one of the players I said. He'll be 28 years old. If he maybe could shoot 30% from 3, he might be an MVP candidate. So that one is also, like, yeah, that'll definitely happen. By 25, he'll be 28 years old. He's made 2 All-Stars already at the age of 23. Next player is Pascal Yakima. Oh, I didn't mention Pascal. All right. Yeah. Maybe he'll make it in over Kristaps. Maybe. How old will Siakam be? He'll be 30. Yeah. All right, so that'll be hard because then one of the players I mentioned won't get it. Maybe Bradley Beal. depending on team success. So yes, Siakam, no, definitely, yeah, deserves some love there. I apologize for not mentioning Siakam. Jason Tatum, okay, I mentioned him. He'll be 26 years old. Yeah, Celtics, you have it good too. This dude's 21. He's 20 freaking 1 years old. Cat, oh, I didn't mention Cat either. All right, so we have 3 players left, and what were the other 5 that I mentioned? So I mentioned Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Zion Williamson, Bradley Beal, and Kristaps Porzingis. All right, so only 2 of those players might not be on this list, and they have Zion Williams. All right, I like it. Cool. So he plays at Sierra Canyon now. It'll be 2023 then. I think he'll be. Is he in college next year? Yeah, I think he is in college. Does it say where he's going? Because I'm not sure where he's going. Yeah. So. Alright, yeah. So they think he'll be up there with Cade Cunningham. I like it. That's cool. It's just a random risky shot in the dark pick. I mess with it. Alright, so I had Bradley Beal, Kristaps, Mitchell, Trae Young, and Zion. Is Trae Young and Zion going to be the last 2? Yeah, they are. Trae Young and Zion are the last 2. So he didn't have Bradley Beal, who I think will be around 31 years old, because I think he's 26. Kristaps, alright, no Kristaps, which was interesting. And then no Donovan Mitchell. Alright. Interesting. I probably would have had Donovan Mitchell, Kristaps, or Bradley Beal above Dante DiVincenzo and Tyler Hero, but that is just my opinion. I can't predict into the future. No one can. So his predictions aren't right. They're not wrong. Neither are mine. But we'll know in 5 years if they are right or wrong. But they're not right or wrong now. So you can't say, oh, that's never going to happen. Unless he said, like, Jared Jeffries will be an all-star. He'll come out of retirement. That would be wrong. So, yeah, that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you agree or disagree with. Or let me know somebody that I didn't mention or he didn't mention that you think could be an all-star in 2025. Do you think maybe Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, Karis LeVert, Fred VanVleet, somebody like that? Maybe you think Kemba can still make it. Kawhi, I think, will be 34 almost, so do you think he'll make it? Or Paul George, Jimmy Butler, there's a bunch of players that he didn't mention, but will be a little bit older then. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Maybe D'Lo, if you think he'll be an all-star then. So, there was definitely some players that I didn't mention or he didn't mention that could definitely make the all-star team. Do you think a 40-year-old LeBron James could make it? But, yeah, that is going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video.